Hi, and welcome to another video in this series for Let's Build It with Bricks. In this video, I will try and build the header for the Webflow site I've been recreating so far. So let's get started. Let's firstly go to Templates, and let's make a new template. And let's call this Header. Select here and make this Header. Click Publish. And let's edit with bricks. Now we've got that open, let's look at the header that we want to build. This is a two-line header. As you can see, first of all, there's a shop notification, and then a standard header with a menu and a cart, a mini cart. So let's see how we can get on with this. Right, first of all, let's tackle the notification. So we're going to need a section, and we're going to need some text, essentially. So let's go to Add, and add some basic text. Oh, as often is the case, Bricks have decided to put it nowhere near where I want it to be. Let's copy that text in. Right, let's look at this. Firstly, let's add a class to this section, I think. So let's call this top header, and then the text we will call it top header text. I think that's all we need really for that one. So let's go to section, make direction of that, and center the text. And of course it's not going to work because I need to have done that on there. So let's call that top header underscore wrapper. Let's make that a text direction. Let's just go to here and make sure that the typography is centered as well, just so that if we go down to the mobile, it will be centered. That's that. Let's go to the section. Now, if you look at my previous videos, you will see that I've put in some variables for colors, spaces, and things. So first off, let's tackle the background color. So if we go to the background color here and click on raw and click on variables, I actually have a primary color set up here. So that's sorted that out. And also on the background, there's an image, as you can probably see in the video. I've already previously uploaded that image. I believe it's this one, banner wave. So let's add that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So let's go to basic text, typography, color is color light, and size looks pretty much right. So we just need a bit of space above and below. Right, so let's go to the padding. Let's look at the variables we have. We've got space M of 2 rem. Seems a little high. Now I can either calc this and divide this by 2, say, and then put that there, or what I could do is go to the variables, and where I've got a space M, I don't have a space S, so we could do a space S for small, based on Kevin Geary's t-shirt sizes. So let's make this 1 rem. Click Save. Close this down. And now if we go back to here, we should have space S. Oh, I didn't categorize it, but that's okay for now. Space S. So that means we won't have to add that again or do a calc every time we just want one rem of space in. So that's the first part of the header sorted. Right, so for the next part we need to add another section. So let's drop that in there. And what are we going to need here? We're going to need the logo, the navigation, and the mini cart. So in that container, let's add... should we just add the image, or should we put it in a wrapper? I don't really think we'll need anything other than the wrapper. I mean, they do have a logo. So let's put that in. So Bricks has a logo function, so where we can select the image, drop that in, insert, and let's drop that in there. Right, we'll need this to be main header. Let's copy that. This will be the main header wrapper. Main header logo. And then we're going to need to add... I want to keep these two together, so let's put a div in, and inside that div we're going to put the nav element, and we're just going to use a simple nav element for this. And also we are going to put a mini cart in here. Now, because we've installed WooCommerce, Bricks actually has a mini cart element. So if we put that in there, brilliant, that's in there. Right, so now this will be main header. This will be nav wrapper. This will be main header underscore nav. And this will be underscore cart. Right, let's do some styling on this. For the logo, obviously that is way too big. Let's take a quick look at this and see what size they have it at. So if we do a right click and inspect, we can see that it's 40 by 51.2. So let's go on to height and give that 4 rem. It was actually 52, wasn't it? So 5.2. Yep. On the container, let's make that a flex direction of row. And we want a space between, so that goes to the end. And on this div, that's the nav wrapper, we want to display this as flex. We want this as row. And we want a column gap of space M. Let's have a look at that. And then again on the container, we want to center the things. And also on here, we want to center. Sorry about that. So that actually is looking pretty much along the right line so far. We have that. What we need to do is the active part of the menu. So let's go to top level, active typography, change the color, and again I'm going to go to my raw variable, and that's the primary color. Obviously it's not going to show here because there's nothing active at the moment. So now let's have a quick look at the mini cart. Right. The icon is a little different. Doesn't really matter that much at the moment, but let's have a look at. Yeah, that one looks pretty much as it should be. On there, I think first of all I'm going to put a background on here. So let's go to the background, again raw, again my variable and primary. So we have that, and then let's put some spacing on there. So again to my variables, let's do space S and all around. Let's see how that looks. Probably a little bit more, so let's go to space M. That might be a little too much, but we'll see how later on. Now let's go to border radius. I have actually set up the border radius for this site, which is 0.5 m. Do that all the way around on everything, and now go to background color and button wave. That's right. Let's put that in there. That looks pretty good, apart from the colors of the site. And let's see if we can move the number to where it looks like on the on their site. So this is in the top right corner. So let's go back to the options for the mini cart. Let's have a look. Icon typography. That's going to be the color there, and cart count. Hide background color is that. The typography color will be our variable. Go to raw, click on the variable, click on primary, and I think the font weight is a little bigger, and font size, let's make that 2M, that's way too big. It looks pretty good to me. Right, and now let's see if we can sort out the position. I think we have some positions here. So let's say minus 2rem. Oh, need the 2 in there. Minus 2rem and minus 2rem. That doesn't look bad at all. Height 4rem. Oh, that's going to be way too big. So let's say it's 2.5. 2.5 rem. That is looking pretty good. Let's have a look. More space. Right. The icon does look a little large. So let's go back to the style, the layout. What have we got? Space M. It's 2 rem. So let's do a calc on this. And divide that by 1.3. That looks better. And in the container, we don't have any padding at all. So let's make a space M. No, let's do space S. And space S. And that should be fine. What we need to do now is make sure that this template has conditions. So we want to make sure that the header is seen everywhere on the website. So let's click Save. Let's see how it will look. Right, we have no gutter on this, so let's go back to the container, the section. We want the gutter on the section. Main header, layout, padding will be, I have a gutter, small gutter of 4M. So that gives a nice gutter there. A nice gutter there. Possibly make that a smaller gutter on this size. And then on mobile, yep, that looks pretty good. Right. Let's go back here. I think I'll set this up to views on front end. So click on here, let's see what it looks like. We do still need more space. Let's make it smaller. Not particularly brilliant, but okay. I mean, we can change the colour of that. Not keen on the whole menu situation. I'll be glad when Kevin Geary does actually release his menu builder. Right. So why is that not enough space? Let's have another look. Container, let's make that space M. Space M. Let's refresh the page. That's better. That's away from the top. Yeah, that looks pretty good all round, although that does get a little far away. That's a little far away. So let's go back to the settings on there. Look, cart count -2. Let's make that 1.5. Another 1.5. Yep, that looks more central. Have a look at that. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that actually. I think that looks really good. What we can do is, let's save this. Let's go to a page. I believe we have a split hero section. Let's go to that page. And let's preview that on the front end. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And so that brings us to an end, I guess. Thanks for watching, and I hope this is of some use to you. Please like and subscribe, as it helps my channel get found by others. And if you'd like to tackle a web layout or have any questions regarding bricks or dynamic data or anything like that, please leave me a comment and I'll see if I can tackle that as well. Thanks, and I hope to see you again soon.